May 2025 delivered an unexpected headline that knocked the world's political gossip mill into overdrive. Brigitte Macron, France's First Lady, gave her husband, French President Emmanuel Macron, what many dubbed the new slap heard around the world. And of course, when there's a global scandal with viral video proof, you can bet President Donald Trump won't keep his opinions to himself. Though this time, his response sparked more questions about his own marriage than about the Macrons, a tense rival in Vietnam. The Macrons' trouble started as soon as they touched down in Hanoi for a high-profile diplomatic visit on May 25th. Cameras were rolling as the presidential plane door opened. Emmanuel Macron, always eager to greet the press, was seen smiling until a flash of red fabric interrupted the scene. In a moment that felt straight out of a sitcom, an arm in a bright red blazer shoved his face out of view. Seconds later, Macron reappeared with an awkward grin, waving at reporters as if nothing had happened, before ducking back into the plane. A few moments later, both the president and Brigitte emerged side by side. She's still wearing the now infamous red blazer, her expression noticeably tight. When asked later, Emmanuel brushed it off as playful teasing that got blown out of proportion. But for millions online, the brief clip was meme gold and instant tabloid fodder. Trump weighs in and makes it weirder. Meanwhile, back in Washington, Fox News White House correspondent Peter Doocy couldn't resist asking Donald Trump for his take on the Macron slap incident. Was there any sage advice he'd offer to his French counterpart? Trump, never one to waste a chance for a quip, replied with a line that now lives rent-free in political Twitter feeds. Make sure the door remains closed. Many assumed it was an offhand joke. But for Trump, the king of burying awkward truths under layers of sarcasm, some took it as an unintentional window into his own domestic situation. Within minutes, social media lit up with roasting commentary. One user on X posted, "The king of hiding stuff." Another teased, "At least Macron's wife spends time with him." It wasn't just snark. It reignited an uncomfortable question. Where exactly is Melania Trump these days? Melania's great disappearing act. Whispers of Melania's absence have been growing louder since Trump's return to the White House in January 2025. The New York Times reported in early May that Melania has barely spent 2 weeks total in executive residence since her husband's inauguration, and the East Wing remains mostly a ghost town. Fueling the speculation, Michael Wolff, the biographer famous for torching the Trump presidency in multiple books, told the Daily Beast that all signs point to a quietly crumbling marriage. They clearly do not in any way inhabit a marriage as we define marriage. They live separate lives. The marriage is crumbling. Of course, Wolff is hardly on Trump's Christmas card list. The administration hit back instantly, with Communications Director Stephen Chung branding Wolff an imbecile of the highest order and blaming his Trump derangement syndrome-addled brain for the rumors. But for critics, the harsh pushback only raised more eyebrows. If there's nothing to hide, why so defensive? What it all means. Between Brigitte's viral slap, Macron's red-faced explanations, Trump's glib door joke, and Melania's vanishing act, the spectacle is pure political theater. One European leader's marital scuffle accidentally spotlighted the American president's own rumored domestic Cold War, and the internet, true to form, didn't waste a second turning it all into meme gold. For now, Brigitte and Emmanuel insist it was just a play fight. Trump pretends he's not bothered by questions about Melania. And Melania? She's nowhere to be seen, and the White House won't say where she is, or when she'll return to Washington. One thing's for sure. In the age of social media, not even the most powerful marriages on earth are safe from a door left open or a slap seen around the world.